alright. حسن يوسف. اوكي. مؤمن العزبي.
Yes.
نور مهدي.
Yes.
أسامة الجيزي. أسامة الجيزي. أيسل الرفاعي. يوسف غندور. يوسف الغندور.
Yes.
فادية حجاج. فادية.
Yes. Yes.
اوكي. فرح البغدادي.
Yes.
فاطمة السقا.
Yes.
حبيبة العزبي. حبيبة العزبي. حلا طارق. حلا طارق.
Miss, you're saying that you removed her from the like the chat, like from
Let
the.
her to get in again. Let her to get in again. Please ask her to get in again. حبيبة, I just let حبيبة in. حبيبة العزبي.
Oh, yes.
Okay. هنا مجدي.
Yes.
هنا حمدي.
Yes.
هنا الحلو.
Yes.
هنا درغام.
Yes.
جنى تامر.
Yes.
جودي أبو عوف.
Yes.
كنزي الطحان.
Yes.
خديجة.
Yes.
لوجينا أيمن.
Yes.
ملك إسلام. ملك.
Yes. Yes.
مايا إبراهيم.
Yes.
نور الماحي.
Yes.
ريم جودة.
Yes.
So I have only Hassan Yusuf is not here and Usama Gizi. Hassan Yusuf and Usama Gizi. Hala didn't get any yet. Okay, let's start the session.
Miss, she's saying when she entered again, but it says you can't like she can't get in because because the host previously removed her. When she enters again, it says to her no. It doesn't let her in.
Doesn't let her in. Okay. Let me try to invite her. Ask her please to get in again. And let's start our session for today. Yesterday we were talking about the geography's 5 themes or geography 5 themes. Anyone can remember what's the geography 5 themes or what are the geography 5 themes? Okay, go ahead. Kinzi Tahan. Kinzi Tahan.
Movement,
Yes.
location, human environment interaction, place,
Yes. Location, place, region, human environment interaction, and movement.
Movement.
And movement. Thank you very much, Kinsey. Okay, so we have covered the location and we have talked about two types of location. Who can tell me what are the 2 types of location?
Relative location.
Maya?
Relative location and absolute location.
Thank you very much. Can you tell me the difference, Reem Buda, can you tell me the difference between relative location and absolute location?
The absolute location is the exact location of something. The relative location describes where a place may be compared to another.
Thank you very much, guys. Today we're going to talk about place. Can anyone tell me what's meant by place? What's meant by place? I have Nano. Nano,
Miss, can I say?
yeah, Nano. Nano, go ahead. What's meant by place? What's meant by place? Okay, Nano seems to have a problem with her mic. I have Ahmed Rashwan. Ahmed Rashwan, what's meant by place?
The location of something on the map.
Okay. Place is, what's meant by place is the exact location. Place are locations or earth that have special characteristics that make them meaningful to people. For example, the school is a place. It has a location and it has a very special characteristics that makes it a school. I can call a school a home. Also the home. We can learn about places by studying landscapes. Anyone can tell me what's meant by landscapes or give me an example of a landscape? How can I see the landscape? Maya, go ahead, Maya.
A landscape are the visible features on the land,
Yeah.
such as mountains, valleys, and hills.
Okay, you're close enough. Landscapes are portions of the Earth's surface. It's not only about the valleys and the mountains and the lakes, no. It's any portion of the Earth's surface that can be viewed at certain time or at one time from one place. So again, landscapes are portions of Earth's surface, a part of the Earth's surface that we can view from at one time, and I decided to see it now, and from one place. We have two questions. The first one, people call Denver the Mile High City. People call Denver the Mile High City. Why they call Denver the Mile High City? Because Denver is located 1 mile above the sea level. That's why they give her the nickname of the Mile High City. Okay. Also, people call New Orleans have the nickname of the Crescent City. New Orleans have the nickname of the Crescent City because it's built on a shaped bend along the Mississippi River. A crescent shaped bend. So when we know the locations of cities, we can call them other names. We can know what kind of activities that we can practice in this. For example, the Denver. They call Denver the Mile High City because it's located 1 mile above the sea level. So it will affect its weather. If it's high, the weather will change. Also, they are calling New Orleans the Crescent City. They are called the Crescent City because it's built on a crescent shape bend on the Mississippi River. So when geographers know that it is built on the Mississippi River, they will know what kind of activity people can practice on this city. That's why they study place. They study place in order to know everything about it and to define what kind of activity the people can practice on this city. This is for the second theme. The third theme is region. Anyone has an idea about the definition of a region? Anyone has an idea about the definition of a region? I have Reem and I have Ahmed. Okay, Reem. And I have.
They are places that are close to each other, and they may share the same characteristics.
Excellent. Yeah, these are places that are a little bit close to each other, and they share certain type of characteristics, such as we have 2 kinds of characteristics. What are they? Judy?
Language and religion.
These are called human characteristics, and also we have other kind of characteristics which are
physical features, like the physical features around them.
Yes, and
physical.
Excellent, thank you very much. What's a region? The regions are places that share the same characteristics, such as physical characteristics and human characteristics. For example, let me ask you a question. What can make an area a region? We have 3 examples. of how to make an area a region. The first one is, we can talk about Los Angeles and San Diego. Los Angeles and San Diego, these are two states in the United States. They are located in Southern California. They have some features in common, such as nearness to the ocean. Yani both of these cities are also have a warm temperature through the year. So again, Los Angeles and San Diego share the kind of weather, and they share their nearness to the ocean. That's why we call them a region. That's why we call them a region. This is the first example, Los Angeles and San Diego. Okay. The second one, we have all the cities of North Africa, all the countries of North Africa. Sorry, all the countries of North Africa share the same religion, which is Islam. That's why we call it also a region. So we can call an area a region if they have the same kind of weather, if they have the same kind of physical features, such as nearness to the ocean, or if they have the same language, or if they have also the same religion. So we have two examples for a region. The first one is Los Angeles and San Diego. They are located in Southern California. They have the same features in common, which is nearness to the ocean and warm weather. The second one is the countries of North Africa. They are all part of one region because they share the same religion, which is Islam. Also, I have another example, which is sometimes people call call a region of the United States like the Rocky Mountains. Rocky Mountains states are called a region. Rocky Mountains states are called a region. Why? Because they have the same physical geography, which are they have the crops of corn, soybean, and hog belt of the Midwest region based on a similar farming practice. So why do we call the Rocky Mountain a region? Because they have the same kind of crops. Again, here in the region we have three things. The first, the definition of a region. The second one, we have three types of examples. The first one is Los Angeles and San Diego. They are considered in California, in Southern California. They are considered a region because they share their nearness to the ocean and the warm temperature. The second one, the countries of North Africa, they are considered a region because they are sharing the same religion, which is Islam. The third one, in the United States, the Rocky Mountains, they are considered a region because they have the same type of crops or the same type of farming practices. Until now, okay, that's for the region.
Yes, yes.
Adam, great, you're here. You're following, guys. Now you have three examples of a region, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we have covered the
Miss-
location. Yes.
Miss, can you repeat the third example?
The third or the first? Please, 1 minute. You need me to repeat the three examples?
No, the third example.
The third example, okay. The Rocky Mountains area in the United States is considered a region. Why? Because they have the same farming practices. They farm the same crops, which are corn, soybean, and hog belt. Okay? Again, why we consider this area a region? Because they have the same farming practices. They farm or they have the same crops like the corn and soybean. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Miss, can I ask a question?
Hannah, go ahead, Hannah.
Miss, can you say in the places why we call Denver the Mile High?
Mile High City? Okay, we call Denver the Mile High City because it is located 1 mile above the sea level. Its location is 1 mile above the sea level. That's why they call her the Mile High City.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss, I can't understand the place.
The place? Who's talking? Who's with me?
I'm Yusuf.
1 minute, but I admit some of you to get in. Okay, again, the place, it's a location. The place is a location, okay? But we already covered the place. Please, if you need to ask, you need to ask at the same time. Anyway, places are locations on Earth. It's very easy. Places are locations, but they have special characteristics. Why? So we can identify them. For example, the school, it's a place because it has certain characteristics. We can identify a school from a home. This is the first one. The second one, we have two examples for places. Why we call Denver the Mile High City? I told you because its location is 1 mile above the sea level. The second one, why we call New Orleans the Crescent City? New Orleans, we call it the Crescent City because its shape, it is located on a crescent-shaped bend. It's like a crescent, okay? That's why we call it a Crescent City. Now, why we study the places? We study the places to identify what kind of weather we have, what kind of activities the people can practice. For example, the New Orleans is near to the Mississippi River, so people can work in fishing. Another country has a rich soil, they can work in farming, and so on. Okay?
Okay, Miss.
Thank you. Okay, so we have now covered location, place, and region. Let's move to the fourth one, which is the movement. Anyone can tell me what's meant by movement? What does it mean for people to move? Okay, anyone raising hands? I have Judy. Anyone else, guys? Only Judy and her. Okay, Judy, go ahead.
It's where people move from one place to another.
Excellent, thank you so much. Movement is about people moving from one place to another. Geographers look at how people, ideas, it's not only about people, by the way, it's also about ideas. Ideas can move from one place to another. People, ideas, and also products. We can have certain products that we can get from outside our country. For example, iPhones, they are not produced here. We get them from the USA or from China. Ideas, okay, and beliefs, and also people. What are the reasons behind people moving? What are the reasons behind people moving? Why do people move, do you think? Why? What forced me to make me move? Adam, go ahead.
بس هو أنا شفت الإجابة عادي أقولها.
It's okay.
War, better job.
Yes.
Famine yet.
Famine, war, yeah, to get a better job. Or we have also racial reasons, and let's go over them together. Why people move? People move to get a better job. If you have a better job in another country, you will move. The second one, war. Like for example, the World War II, the war was in Kuwait, people moved from Kuwait to Egypt. If you have a war in a certain country, people prefer to leave the country because it's not safe enough and to move to another country. Famine, do you know what's meant by famine?
Farming.
Yes, do you know what's meant by famine?
Farming.
Sorry.
Miss, can I say?
Yes.
Fish يعني.
What?
It means hunger يعني.
Yes, it means hunger. Thank you, Betty. It means hunger. When people...
It was Maya.
It was because I can see everyone. All right. Famine, it means hunger. We have an example for this. It's called the Irish famine. In Ireland, they used to grow potatoes, and they had a certain disease which come to the potatoes crops. So people suffered of hunger, and many people died. At this time, people prefer to move from Ireland and to move to another country. But actually, they moved to the United States. Yes.
Miss Osama and Hala wants to answer.
I let them answer. I let Osama and Hala.
Okay.
I'll check again. Thank you. Okay. in Ireland, there was a famine because the potato crop, which is their main crop, has damaged, and a lot of people died because of famine, and they have to move to another country. Also, we have other examples of famine, which is racial prejudice. Do you know what's meant by racial? Anyone has an idea what's meant by racial? Racial, it's based mainly on the color or the race. It comes from the word race. You know that we have the Great Migration, which is based on or called the Black Migration. Black people were dealing with injustice, and they had to move to another place to find a better place to live. Also, religious one is also a reason for migration or for moving. For example, in India, people moved from India to Pakistan and vice versa because of religious reasons. And Muslim people moved to Pakistan, and Hindu and Sikh people moved to India for religious reasons. So that's only for clarifying. I don't want the examples. All I want you to know why people move. People move for many reasons, such as to get a better job, for war, for famine, or for religious and racial prejudice. Also, not only people move, also ideas can move and move faster also than people. For example, communication systems. You can send your friend a message easily now. You don't have to go to them in order to send a message. That's why ideas move through telephones, televisions, radios, internet. All information around the world can move easily through the communication systems. Also, products can move. You can find the American apples in other countries, and they are sold. You can find products from all over the world sold in your shopping mall. So not only people move, but also products and ideas. But if I'm asking you what's the reasons behind people moving, you will tell me to get a better job, or famine, or religious, or racial prejudice, or injustice. Okay? Any questions about moving or movement?
No, miss, thank you.
Okay, let's move to the fifth theme, which is human environment interaction. Anyone has an idea about what's human environment interaction? Maya?
Humans have to interact with the environment. They can interact like positive or negative interaction.
Okay, how they interact positively and how they interact in a negative way. Anyone has an idea how people interact with the environment in a positive way and in a negative way? Okay. Hannah Hamdi? Hannah Hamdi?
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell me how people can interact with the environment in a positive way and in a negative way? Just give me an idea.
In a negative way by when they do pollution.
Excellent.
And they harm the environment.
Yes.
And in a positive way by like seeing the nature and like stuff like that.
Yeah, thank you, Hannah. You're close enough. In a positive way, people interact with the environment they live in. They interact in both ways, in a negative way and in a positive way. In a positive way, when we are building bridges, when we are building buildings, when we are fishing, when we are farming, when we are mining for oil, these are positive way because we interact with the environment for good reasons. But as Hannah mentioned, we also interact with the environment for negative reasons, which is called pollution. When we pollute or throw garbage, this is a negative way. Let's move to the next one. What's meant by human environment interaction? People and the environment interact and affect each other. They affect each other, as we told before, in a positive way and in a negative way. We have here four main definitions that we have covered before. The first one, what's meant by environment? What's meant by environment? Ali Sham, please share us.
Yes, miss.
What's meant by environment?
The natural surroundings of a place.
Thank you so much, Ali. The nature or the surrounding of a place. Another definition, what's meant by climate? What's meant by climate? I have...
Miss, can I say?
Who? Hannah?
Yes.
Okay, Hannah, go ahead.
The climate is the average weather in a place in a long period of time.
Thank you so much. The average weather in a place over a long period of time. We have also the definition of a resource. Definition of a resource. Who can tell me the definition of a resource?
What can I say?
Okay, go ahead, Judy.
حبيبة.
Habiba, sorry, much.
حبيبة.
Go ahead.
The materials that come from another a place.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. So when we are interacting with the environment, we are dealing with different kinds of definitions. We still have the fourth one, which is landform. What's meant by landform? Fadia, can you share us what's meant by landform? Fadia Hageg.
Yes, landforms is the like.
Give me examples, Fadia. Such as what?
Okay. The shape, the natural shape of a land, for example, like hills, mountains, bodies of water, lakes.
Okay. You can just give me an example. Thank you very much, Fadia. So when people and environment interacting, the session is about to end. So I'm going to tell you this is the last thing. When people and environment interacting, they are interacting in a good way and in a bad way, and we have discussed this. But we have four main definitions, which is environment, the natural surrounding of a place, landform, the shape and the nature of the land, such as hills, mountains, and valleys. Climate is the average weather over a long period of time, and resource that are materials that can be used to produce crops or other products. Okay, these are the 5 themes of geography. Inshallah, next time we're going to be covering the last part of the lesson, and we're going to have a revision and the homework worksheet. But today, no homework. Inshallah, next session we'll be covering the last part of the lesson, and we will have the homework sheet. We're going to revise all the lesson together.
Okay.
Anyone has any questions, guys? And if you have
No, thank you.
If you have other questions, I'm going to be fixing a group for us. I'm going to send the link to Habiba, and she's going to add you all. Okay? And you can ask for anything or any question and to clarify any misunderstood things. Anyone has any question? Anyone has any question, guys?
No, miss, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.